Howdy, welcome back to the Whiskey Baller. I'm your host, Wesley Butler, here to continue serving you some Super Bowl whiskey wisdom. All right, it's after halftime. We've been to the green room. We've got some snacks. We got our pep talk, everything. We talked about the first quarter whiskeys. We talked about the second quarter whiskeys. Now it's time to hit you with those third quarter whiskeys. Got my team back here. We're gonna make a stand. We're gonna make a stand before we get into the fourth quarter. Same as before. We got 6 whiskeys. Nobody knows who they're drinking except for me, and we're just gonna tell you what we think about it. All right. So who drew the ace this time? Oh, that would be me. So let me go ahead and get it started here with Yellowstone Select. Anybody here had Yellowstone before? Anybody here watch the show Yellowstone?
Yes.
Oh, we got a resounding yes.
Big fans.
Big fans. All right, well, I've never seen the show, and I've actually never had Yellowstone Select whiskey, so I am looking forward to this. This is, on the website it says it's aged 4 to 7 years. Doesn't say what the mash bill is. This is basically Yellowstone's entry level, their standard whiskey that they have everywhere, so interested to try it. Let's see what it tastes like. So no one here has had it before, right? No. All right.
I've almost bought it like 2 or 3 times.
You've almost bought it.
I had the bottle in my hand and I'm like, I see something else, I'm like, I'd rather have that.
But if you haven't had it, then you don't know.
I know, but well, because I've heard good things and I've heard some
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So the nose is nothing overly impressive or overly bad. It's just, it tastes like you're about to drink whiskey. I would probably say you can tell this is not wheated, right? Because it doesn't have that smooth thing in it. Is this rye? No, it's a bourbon. I would say it tastes okay, right? It tastes like if you're at an airport and you just needed a drink before you got on a plane, you know, you're like, I'll take some Yellowstone. This is probably I would put that in that category. I won't even tell you because I don't want to diss Yellowstone. I won't even tell you what my airport whiskey is. Maybe I'll put it in the comments when we air this episode what my airport whiskey is. But this would be a good airport whiskey if you wanted to put it in that. So
you have an airport whiskey.
I do have everybody should have an airport whiskey.
Wow. Aviation Gin is my airport whiskey.
Aviation Gin is your airport whiskey? Okay. Do you have an airport whiskey? Jameson is your airport whiskey? Do you have an airport whiskey?
Whatever they give out in the airplane.
What about you?
What are you giving away?
Knob Creek. Okay. Knob Creek is a good airport whiskey. All right, who's up number 2?
That'd be me.
Oh, then why are you standing there?
Because I am so impressive. When you put me front and center on your nice show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or it's probably
because you couldn't see me. If I was standing where Wes is, right? So there's also that. It could be a combination.
Well, why don't you open your whiskey and tell us what you got?
This is this one right here?
Yep.
All right.
Number 2.
I got some Pikesville.
Yeah.
Straight rye again with the. You give me the straight rye again.
Now, so I'm gonna tell you, Pikesville. It was really tough for me not to choose that one.
You were going for this
because,
one?
in my opinion, this is an excellent rye.
Really?
It's 110 proof.
Oh.
It's a former. So Maryland, great state of Maryland. Woohoo! Maryland used to be this country's #1 producer of rye whiskey pre-prohibition. And Pikesville was one of the top ryes that was produced there. It's now made in Kentucky. Are you from Pikesville? All right, we got somebody in the studio audience from Pikesville.
Wow.
So it's actually, I mean, like I said, it's one of my favorites.
I'm seeing some caramel color.
Seeing some caramel color? Okay.
Good call. Maybe some caramel notes.
I
don't know.
I need to get you a smoking jacket, you know?
A little bit on the back of the nose.
Right.
Not the front of the nose, the back of the nose.
Back of the nose.
So can you guess what the mash bill on this is? It's a rye.
It's like 100% corn, right?
What is it about people that stand in this spot right here? What is it about people that stand in this spot? It's 51% rye.
There we go.
And then it's actually 39% corn and 10% malted barley.
See, I'm not getting corn on the nose.
You're not getting corn?
Unlike I did with the other one.
Okay, well, can you just drink this and tell us what it says? You got delay of game. Offense over here. It's a 5-yard penalty. That's okay. This rye's good enough to make that up.
Oh, that's good.
I know.
It's strong. It's stronger than the other rye I had, which I did like for a sipping rye.
Yeah, but that was, the Sagamore that you had earlier was like 80 something proof, and this is 110.
Big difference.
Yes.
And I could tell.
Did we get your keys when you got?
Yeah, this is a little. This is different. This is definitely stepping it up a notch.
Stepping it up a notch?
It's not a mellow drink.
No.
It's more like, boom, hey, guess what I'm drinking?
This is Christian McCoy going up the middle and knocking it.
There you go.
This is a welcome to the party, pal.
Yes. Welcome to the big league.
Yes. All right.
Good though.
You like it?
I like it.
I like it.
Strong.
Pikesville Rye is one of my favorites. One of
That's
my
a good
favorites.
one.
If I wasn't on a buying hiatus here in the month of February, I would add it. It's one of the reasons it's not growing in my collection. It would just be gone. I would just drink it all the time. All right, you're up. Number 3.
Let's do it.
Blanton's.
Ooh,
there we go.
Look at there. Look who got the blend.
Drink of international assassin.
Have you never had blends?
I haven't.
Have you ever seen the movie John Wick?
Yes.
This is what John Wick drinks.
That's right.
Yes.
He drinks the European blend.
He drinks the European blends? Okay, well, so blends is like blends is the whiskey that put bourbon back on the market, right? It was the original single barrel. It's 93 proof, Kentucky. This is what sort of made America fall back in love with drinking whiskey again. And now it's super difficult to find in some places in the country, and way overpriced. I mean, it's good, but don't pay $200 for a bottle of blends.
Nah.
Just don't do it.
No.
I got the complete collection of blend stops downstairs though. All right. What do you think?
It smells really good. I actually smell vanilla.
You should. Yeah.
Because it's a little sweeter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Blends is
So good.
blends is what some might consider the goat of American whiskey. Like it's just
How many bars you say you got downstairs? This is really good.
I only have one bottle left downstairs. Lots of empty bottles. Yeah.
That goes
Yeah,
down.
I like it.
That
Oh
goes
yeah.
down easy.
Blends goes down easy, goes down smooth. Share with people you like.
Yes.
Share with people you
And
like.
and not people you don't like.
All right, number 4.
Pappy Van Winkle.
Oh, what?
Give him some glasses. Let him know what it
If he's got some pappy, what the heck's happening here?
is. Give him some glasses because that is not what it says.
I think we need to pray. That's great.
I think we need to share.
That was a good one. Because I'm like getting ready to lean in and say what I think about it. I'm like, what? No, that's not what it is.
Did you know?
4 Roses.
4 Roses, but it's the small batch select 4 Roses.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah.
So 4 Roses small batch select, it will push blends for like really best whiskey. Okay, 4 Roses started this 2019. They released it in 5 states. They essentially did what Buffalo Trace does. They found the honey spot in the warehouse, and they mixed 6 of their 10 recipes that they have. So if you don't know about 4 Roses, they got 10 recipes. This is 6 of them. It's so good. It's so good. It's recipe 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, and 10, I think.
Always good. Had it before and we'll have it again.
Yeah, 4 Roses small batch. Oh yeah, totally. If you are out there, America, and you are going to a party during the holidays, and you're like, oh, what do I buy? What do I take over so that they think that I'm gonna take the 4 Roses small batch select? It's easier to find than blends. It's cheaper than what you're gonna find blends for. You probably find it for like $65, whatever. It's worth every penny that you will pay for it to take it to a party.
Make sure it's the select though, because they got a small batch.
Yeah. Make sure you get the small batch select. I mean, the small batch is good, but the small batch select is better. Yes.
Excellent.
That's the only 4 Roses that I'm a fan of. Is the small batch select.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only one you'll do.
So just like,
I don't know who introduced you to the small batch select.
some guy. Some old thing.
All right, number 5. So you had the small batch select
I
before?
have it. Yeah, and it's great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So good.
All right.
Uncle Nearest, 1884.
Uncle Nearest, 1884. Okay. Have you had that before?
Yes.
I have.
Do you like it?
Yeah, this is I'm trying to think, the 84 and 56. Oh,
56 is better.
yeah, that was
You got the 84? You know, Uncle Nearest makes a rye now, too.
I've seen that.
They just released it this year.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, maybe it was late
I feel like
2022.
every time I've tried the Uncle Nearest, I've been like,
Where's that? Where's that?
surprised.
Where's that from?
A lot of heat.
I think you're being told to step into the front. There you go, there you go.
Oh, a lot of heat. Yeah, a lot of heat. On the 84.
Yeah, the 84. So the 84 is younger than the 56, right? So it's not as matured as the 56 is, whatever. So it's if you're gonna make a cocktail, I would say put the 1884.
And that aftertaste is like cinnamon,
Yeah.
and so definitely a lot of just alcohol, hot heat.
Yeah.
But then like cinnamon on the back end.
But on the front end, it's
Hello.
you hit the blitz coming through the line.
I didn't see that linebacker.
Can't untouched.
You gotta watch free. You gotta watch free linebackers.
No, but I mean the 1884 is okay. Like I think it's great for making cocktails and everything, but I think the 56 for drinking straight, I think the 56 is definitely better.
Yeah.
And you can tell if you hold the two side by side, the 56 is darker, which I mean shows you it's been aged longer than the 1884. So, all right, number 6.
All right.
How you end up with number 6 again?
I don't, it's a conspiracy.
You know, my man over here doesn't like super high proof whiskey, but he about to get one.
Oh. Yeah, we're getting high here.
Some Ezra Brooks in 99.
Ezra Brooks 99.
I do like the 99 part.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Give it a whoop.
Give it a whoop.
All right. Of course, class of 19.
Class of 99. Just,
Yeah. So Ezra Brooks 99 is the newest in their line. They're trying to sort of upgrade their line of whiskeys. 78% corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley, and it's new. So, but it's a 99 proof Kentucky bourbon.
Okay.
All right.
Not really a whole lot of flavor on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like standard whiskey.
Let's see how those Kentucky legs treat you when it goes down. You good?
How you doing?
You think that's strong?
There's gotta be a little heat on there.
There's a little bit of heat
On the back end.
on the back end.
Can't taste nothing on the front end. Alright, second sip's a little better.
I notice you keep looking away. When you
Trying to focus.
Eyes a little watery.
Eyes a little watery?
Yeah.
I'm trying to cry on film. So it's there's a little smokiness in there. I feel.
really.
Yeah.
I can get on board with that. I have a barrel pick Ezra Brooks downstairs from Town Center
It's
Market.
very faint, but it's kind of there. It's kind of like
I can see that. I can see that. Why are you cheating?
It's got some.
I'm just trying to figure out where his came from.
Definitely got some spice on it though.
Yeah, that 1884 is Tennessee.
Yeah.
I would about Uncle Nearest.
I would generally say not a fan.
I'll tell you. I mean, it is Black History Month. We can tell you about Uncle Nearest.
I'd love to hear it.
I'll be on the outside.
Let's do it.
You know the story of Uncle Nearest?
Yes.
All right. Educate my man on Uncle Nearest.
I know nothing.
Well, we won't give him the complete story. We'll give him like the Cliff Notes version.
So Uncle Nearest, my understanding, Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
He taught Jack Daniels how to make bourbon and whiskey, excuse me. And so for years, I guess he was, the master distiller
Yeah.
for Jack Daniels.
All right.
And then,
Former slave.
that's a big part to be done.
Yeah.
So, and I guess recently they kind of brought to the forefront who was responsible for the success of Jack Daniels, and it's Uncle Nearest.
Basically, he was the guy that started it.
Yeah.
So Jack Daniels,
cellar boy.
he was Jack Daniels was hired as a field salesman for the distillery, and he did well.
Yeah.
And so the owner of the distillery at the time was like, all right, I'm gonna bring you in and teach you the operations, and basically sent him to Uncle Nearest to basically said, Uncle Nearest, I need you to teach this guy how we make whiskey here. And so he was the master distiller there.
nice.
And if you go to the distillery, I haven't actually been there, but I've been told that there are pictures back then, and you can see Uncle Nearest sitting next to Jack Daniels, like in the, which is unheard of at the time for, you know, for a black guy to be sitting next
photos
to.
back then.
Yeah. And so, so he was the master distiller that sort of taught Jack how they make whiskey there
Huh.
and everything. So
I did not know.
So now every the people that sign all the bottles of Uncle Nearest that are released today are said to be direct descendants of Uncle Nearest.
Very cool.
So-
And he's got like 2.
He's got 3 now. There's Uncle. There's 1884. There's 1856. And there's the Uncle Nearest Rye. And I've gotten emails before about an Uncle Nearest single barrel, which is like a unicorn. They only make so many of them, and you just have to literally be in Tennessee
Like right
when they
there,
release it. And,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
have a friend that went, and they are certain, even like at Makers, the same thing. They have certain releases, and
Yeah.
you can only get it at their
At the distillery.
distillery.
Yeah.
Nice.
So one of these days I'll have to be in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Very
all right. Well, that's the third quarter. In my opinion, we had some heavy hitters. We had the blends. We had the Four Roses Small Batch Select. We had the Pikesville Rye, which is one of my favorites. And then we had some other maybe just average whiskeys in there, you know. But that's how it goes. Sometimes it's 1 yard, 2 yard gain. Sometimes it's a home run. Home run. Oh my God! Sometimes it's a touchdown. Whew, it is almost baseball season though. So, all right. Thanks for watching the third quarter. We're gonna get ready for the fourth quarter now. Like this episode, share it, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Click the bell when you do, so you're always notified of future episodes like the fourth quarter when we shut this thing down. Yes. See you soon.